Metro Police are investigating a deadly stabbing in the Central Valley. It happened around 9 this morning near Maryland and Katy.
Yeah, that's not far from the area near UNLV. Metro Police had called a hotspot for violent crime. Fox 5's Shauna Kalafi spoke to people nearby who say the crime is just getting worse.
We know through experience when you see the yellow tape, somebody's not going home.
Metro Police say a man was found near Maryland Parkway and Katy Avenue Wednesday morning, stabbed to death. And it's just the latest act of violence in a troubled area.
In this area, there is definitely an uptick of crime. You never know who's walking up behind you.
Just last year, Metro Police called the area near Flamingo and University Center Drive a hot spot for violent crime after several incidents just weeks apart. In September, an officer was shot and a 74-year-old woman was stabbed to death near Flamingo and Algonquin. Then, just a month later, an officer was shot and killed nearby. That's when Metro Police said they were stepping up patrols in the area. But some say even more police presence could help.
What would I like to see from police? I'd like to see more of them.
The manager of Kebab Corner, who we also talked to back in September, says the extra patrol cars haven't made much of a difference.
But as far as the police presence, there's a lot of them, but it's not really helping. I mean, there's still crime, a lot of crime around here.
Shauna Kalafi, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.